This is High Voltage, and in this video I will be explaining the basics behind the LUA animation editor. This tutorial is the first in the series and will explain what the tools on screen do and how to use them. This is for the beginners, so if you're pretty confident with the animation editor, you might want to skip ahead to the next video. Okay, right. The first thing you need to do is hit your escape button, and then click on Options. Then click the Advanced button, and then make sure you tick the Enable Developer Console button. Then click OK. OK again, and then hit the button underneath your escape key. In this pop-up window, you should then type in Animate. After you've hit enter, your screen should change like this. Just hit the escape key again, and then you should be on this window. Now we're just going to run through what you see on screen and what it does. So on your right, you should see a tab which says Main Settings. So this is just things like new animation, load animations, and other things. Underneath that, you should see the cam distance, and this is just the zoom from the camera to your model. So if you slide it in, you'll zoom in, slide it out, you zoom out. Underneath that, you have the list of all the bones which you can edit and rotate and move, and selecting them is just as easy as clicking on them. But then if you go over to your left, you should see all of the animations which you've already created, which if you've just started will be none, and this is where your saved animations will go. And underneath here we have these sliders, which is for modifying the bones, like rotating them up and down, left and right, forward and backwards, and that's for editing the bones. Underneath we have the timeline, which is going to be where all the keyframes to your animation go, so you can have different things happening at different times. Over to your right, you'll see the Add Keyframe and Play button. This is for adding another section to your animation and playing it. To select the bones, it's as simple as just clicking on the one you want. From the spine to the neck to the head, all the way down to the feet and the toes. This will just select the bone and allow you to edit it. Well, it won't until you start an animation, but you can just click on them, and all of the options of the bones available are in this area. So just come to click on the bone you want. I wouldn't edit the bone set, I'd just leave it as it is on default, because otherwise you're going to mess things up. Okay, to modify the bones, you come over to the sliders on the left, and you'll see that if you move them left to right, nothing will happen. So before you can get started, you have to go over to the right and click New Animation, and then I'm just going to click Gesture, and then type Test, and then click Begin, and then a keyframe will sit at the bottom. And now when I drag the sliders left to right, the head will move. Now, just for this, I'm just going to do it randomly. I'm going to try and say it up, and then you can move it left and right as well, and then you can rotate it in a circle or upside down. And then when I click play now, you'll see the head moves in just a really quite random way. But this is just a test to show you how to use the sliders. And then if you didn't like that, you could drag it back the other way and rotate it, and then you'd be fine. And that is how you use the sliders. The keyframes will be easier to explain as we're making animation, so they'll be in the next video. But this video was just for people who really, when they open the animation editor, were like, how do I use this? What does anything do? So if you're ready now, you can move on to the next video, and this will explain more on how to actually use this and how to start making your first animation.